Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. If you love coins, history, and treasure hunting, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into some of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the market. So don't forget to subscribe, and share this video. In this video, we're talking about the iconic Washington $quarter coins from the United States of America, especially those rare and historical editions that collectors are actively chasing. These coins were first introduced in 1967 to honor President George Washington. Let's get started. First up, one. In the vast landscape of American coinage, few coins shimmer with both mystery and majesty quite like the 1979 D. Washington $quarter United States of America. At first glance, it may seem like just another silver-colored disc nestled in your pocket change, but beneath that simple surface lies a legend, one whisper among collectors and dreamers alike. This particular coin, minted in Denver and bearing the distinguished D mint mark, has stirred the curiosity of numismatists for years, not because of its face value, but because of what some extremely rare variations could hold, the potential to transform its lucky possessor into a billionaire overnight. Picture this: a seemingly ordinary day, a quiet rummage through a forgotten box, and then there it is, the 1979 D quarter. Its edges glimmer slightly differently. The print, somehow, looks sharper, bolder. Could this be one of the near-mythical misstrikes or rare double-die variants? Could it be the version with an off-center strike or a mirror-like proof error? These anomalies, when combined with history and scarcity, can create a perfect storm of value. The kind of value that doesn't just change bank accounts, it changes lives. Some of these 1979 D quarters are rumored to have been struck on silver planchets, even though the U.S. Mint officially stopped using silver for circulation coins in 1964. That accidental blend of metals, rare enough to count on your fingers, makes such a coin nearly priceless in the eyes of the right collector. When rarity, demand, and impeccable condition converge, prices can shoot into the stratosphere. This isn't just about metal. It's about magic, about owning a piece of a nation's history. Coins like these are more than currency. They are time machines. Holding a rare 1979 D quarter is like grasping the past. It was the first year of the Susan B. Anthony dollar, the second term of President Carter, and the brink of a technological revolution. That coin bore witness to change, carried through pockets during recessions and booms, wars, and peace treaties. It holds the fingerprints of history. But the value isn't just emotional, it's astronomical. Auction houses have seen rare quarters leap from modest bids to heart-stopping sums and moments. Coin dealers speak in hushed tones about collectors willing to pay millions for a coin that fills the last elusive slot in their decades-built collection. For them, it's not about spending money. It's about completing a legacy. And if your coin is the missing piece, you hold the key. Now, imagine selling that coin. 1 minute you're anonymous, the next, headlines, interviews, deals. Your name joins the ranks of lucky discoverers who found fortune hiding in plain sight. It's like a modern-day treasure hunt, and the treasure is shockingly small, round, and clad in copper and nickel. Still, many people throw these coins into jars or spend them on coffee, never realizing the potential they carry. That's the magic and the tragedy of rare coins. They pass from hand to hand, unnoticed by most, until one person, one seeker with sharp eye and a hopeful heart, recognizes a hidden gem. To those lucky enough to own a 1979 D. Washington quarter in pristine condition, especially with a rare error, you hold a secret wealth. Protect it. Get it graded, slabbed, authenticated. Place it in a safe. Because the moment a high-grade example hits the market, the ripple can turn into a tidal wave. And remember, the coin doesn't just hold value in dollars. It holds power. The power to erase debts, to fulfill dreams, to build legacies. A single quarter, once worth 25 cents, now worth 25 million. This isn't a fairy tale. It's the world of rare numismatics. And it's very real. So next time you sift through change or glance at an old coin jar, pause. That gleam might be more than metal. It might be destiny. Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight, waiting for your discovery. The 1979 D quarter isn't just a coin. It's a golden key to a future you never imagined. Never underestimate what looks common. Sometimes the most powerful treasures come in the humblest forms. And sometimes a coin could be far more than just change. It could be the start of your billion-dollar story. Next up, there are few objects in the world that appear so ordinary, yet hold the potential to alter destinies. The 1967 Washington quarter dollar is one such coin. Seemingly simple, but carrying a hidden legend. Born in a time of national change and minted without a mint mark, this silver-toned coin became a quiet witness to history. But what sets it apart isn't just the year it was struck, but the wild possibilities that some rare versions of this coin whisper about. Possibilities that hint at million-dollar treasures hiding in plain sight. You may hold one right now, tossed in a drawer, forgotten in a piggy bank, spent unknowingly at a vending machine. Yet among the billions minted, a rare few 1967 quarters were struck with such unusual errors, misaligned dies, double profiles, or off-metal planchets, that their value isn't just monetary but mythical. They're not just coins. They're secrets waiting to be uncovered by someone brave enough to believe in their story. Imagine waking up tomorrow to find the world has changed because of a coin you've owned for years. Picture walking into a collector convention, a quiet coin tucked in your pocket, only to hear gasps as experts confirm its unmatched rarity. That single moment can catapult you from an average day into the kind of spotlight normally reserved for lottery winners or tech billionaires. The 1967 quarter, in its rarest forms, doesn't just carry the face of George Washington. It carries the face of destiny. It's the kind of item that doesn't ask for permission to change your life. One moment it's resting in your palm. The next, it's the ticket to a new mansion, luxury cars, global travels, and dreams reborn. What makes it so powerful isn't what it looks like, but what it might be. Some of these coins have been found struck on silver planchets at a time when quarters were no longer supposed to be made of silver. That anomaly alone, in a world where errors mean rarity and rarity means millions, sends collectors into a frenzy. In auctions, the whispers start slow, then bidding erupts, and a once-overlooked coin can reach values that make headlines. For a coin meant to buy a soda, that's a wild reversal fate. Not every 1967 quarter holds this mystique, but the thrill lies in the unknown. Thousands of people check their change every day, hoping. That hunt, that sense of hidden miracle, keeps the legend alive. It's not just about the metal. It's about the magic of discovery, the heartbeat of possibility every time you flip a quarter and think, what if? These special quarters are the stuff of numismatic dreams. Collectors worldwide, from Wall Street magnates to countryside enthusiasts, all hope to stumble upon the coin that defies history. And for some, that dream has already come true. The market value for rare versions of the 1967 quarter has climbed over the years, not due to inflation, but because of fierce, burning demand from those who understand the game of rarity. And yet, there are warnings. If you find a coin like this, don't rush to sell it at the first offer. Don't be fooled by lowball estimates or shady buyers. Because when you hold a coin that the world craves, you hold leverage. You hold power. This isn't just a sale. It's a negotiation with fate. Make it count. A rare 1967 quarter is a once-in-a-lifetime bridge between two worlds. The life you live now and the life you never dared dream could be yours. That's why it's so important to examine what you have. Look for mistakes in the strike. Check the edges. Feel the weight. Research the story. Every small detail could make the difference between a coin worth 25 cents and one worth $2 million. Yes, $2 million. That's the scale of value we're talking about when true numismatic magic happens. The year 1967 might not seem extraordinary in the timeline of American history, but when paired with a single coin, that date becomes a marker of miracles. It's a relic of a time when craftsmanship met chance, and chance left behind treasures. Treasures that, even now, continue to show up in ordinary places, lighting up extraordinary futures. This isn't just coin collecting. This is adventure. This is treasure hunting with a twist of destiny. Every drawer, every purse, every forgotten stash of coins becomes a vault of untapped possibility. The 1967 Washington quarter is your key, your map, your golden opportunity, disguised in silver. It asks only that you notice it. So if you've got one, don't be careless. Don't overlook it. Don't trade it for bubblegum. Look closer, hold it tighter, and treat it like the fortune it might be. Because in a world full of stories, the best ones begin with the most unexpected things. And sometimes, the most valuable fortune is hiding in the smallest of hands. Next up, in the deep pockets of American change, some coins hold stories that go far beyond face value. Among these numismatic treasures, the 1995 Washington quarter, with no ordinary aura, has emerged in whispers and legends as a potential golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. With a gleaming face of George Washington and a back struck by destiny, this coin isn't just metal. It could be the spark that turns an average collector into an overnight billionaire. The 1995 quarter wasn't forged in mystery, but its legacy grew from the rare anomalies born in its minting process. While millions were struck, a select few carried tiny imperfections, unique misstrikes, or rare die variations that elevate them from common currency to million-dollar artifacts. These rare features are like hidden codes, unlocking doors to the elite world of priceless collectibles. When the coin gods align, even a humble quarter can wield the power of a gold mine. Collectors across the world hunt relentlessly for the versions of this coin that exhibit double dies, where details like Liberty or In God We Trust appear shadowed or doubled under the microscope. These variations are accidents of artistry, tiny mistakes made by the mint that transformed a simple quarter into a holy grail. And while many quarters were minted, only a rare few hold these phantom impressions. Now imagine this. You're at a garage sale, a flea market, or perhaps just cleaning out your grandmother's drawer, and suddenly you spot that glimmer, the 1995 quarter. You hold it up to the light and notice something's off. That slight misalignment, that strange doubling of letters, that odd luster. You may not know it yet, but you could be staring at a treasure worth millions, a key to financial rebirth wrapped in copper and nickel. The journey of a coin like this is not defined by its year, but by its tale. What makes the 1995 quarter fascinating isn't just age or design, but its rarity in perfection or imperfection. These coins travel through countless hands, yet only the most discerning eyes recognize their true power. They could be nestled in a pocket, dropped in a vending machine, or buried in change jars across the country, waiting for the right person to find them. In today's market, the mystique around rare coins fuels massive bidding wars. Auctions are no longer sleepy gatherings of old collectors, but intense arenas where fortunes shift with the raise of a paddle. The rare 1995 quarter, in pristine condition with a known error, can ignite these wars. Some have sold for tens of thousands, others more, depending on condition, uniqueness, and provenance. The potential is no longer a whisper. It's a roar. But what makes this coin even more compelling is the emotional thrill. It's not just about value. It's about history in your hand, a connection to American craftsmanship, to the silent hands of mint workers, to the very machinery that shaped a nation's money. Owning such a coin means holding a piece of a story bigger than any single wallet. It's national, historic, and powerful. If you have this coin, don't spend it. Don't trade it for gum or gas. Have it appraised. Protect it, because it's not just pocket change, it's destiny. Some owners have seen their lives transformed, not just by the coin's monetary worth, but by the fame and recognition that follow a great find. You might not just be rich. You could be known, remembered, celebrated in collectors' circles forever. While not every 1995 quarter is a fortune in disguise, the potential that one might be is what drives dreamers. And make no mistake, numismatics is no longer a quiet man's hobby. It's a treasure hunt, and coins like the 1995 quarter are the modern-day gold rush. The greatest fortunes sometimes begin with the smallest objects. The 1995 Washington quarter also marks a point in time, a prelude to the state quarter series that would later ignite public passion. It was the last breath of an era before change truly changed. That alone makes it iconic. And any variation of it that breaks from the norm, be it an off-center strike or a bold double die, becomes a historical monument. And let's not forget, coins like this bridge generations. They pass from grandfathers to grandchildren, from dusty drawers to bright museum lights. What you hold could one day sit behind glass, not for its face, but for its story. And that story, It begins with someone who refused to let it go cheaply. So check your change. Flip through that old jar. Because hidden there might be more than a coin. It might be your second chance. Your miracle in metal. Your billion-dollar destiny in 25-cent disguise.